So before we get into the video, I must warn you that this one is a little bit different from my other videos. This one is a little bit rude barb. Hello again everybody, and welcome back to Down to Earth with Jim, where today I am naked gardening. I am out at the allotment, I am naked. It is Naked Gardeners Day, first Saturday of every May. It's a tradition that gardeners do. Just an opportunity to get out, be wild, be free, at one with nature. Now guys, because we are naked and it is now quite a warm time of year, May, it's important that we still stay protected because we're quite exposed. You know, wear sun cream, wear your hat. Been bitten by red ants, ow. Yeah, I've just been bitten. I'm exposed to the red ants here. They've got more opportunity to bite me. Yeah, still wear your gloves. Still wear your wellies. Ow, that really hurts. Bitten all over. And also make sure that you're not exposing yourself too much to your neighbours and stuff. I'm in the polytunnel. It's nice and warm in here, but I'm also a little bit less exposed. You know, I don't think Barbara down a few plots down isn't. She's not going to be too happy if she sees me naked at the allotment. I think she might get a bit of a nasty shock. So I'm in here. I don't think anyone can see me anyway.
Wait! What are you doing?
Yeah, make sure that you know, you cover yourself a little bit. But the good thing about this, you know, if your neighbours do see you, they'll build a privacy fence between you and them at absolutely no cost to you. So there is that, I suppose, to think about. So yeah, if you like the video, then more red ants. Okay, if you like the video, then yeah, hit that like button and subscribe as well. You know, give me a sub for my effort for taking part. My absolutely ingenious way of still attaching my mic to me despite not having any clothes on. Yeah, it works really well, that actually. I'm assuming you've come here, you've clicked on the video because you want to see me do a little bit of naked gardening. So I am going to do a little bit of naked gardening in the video. I'm going to be potting on some tomatoes in the polytunnel. Okay, so I'm filling up these buckets just with multi-purpose compost. Nothing major. I'm going to be adding a few things into this as well when I'm planting them. I'm just going to show one of them. Show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to mix in a little bit of bloodfish and bone in there. As I'm filling this up, a bit of bloodfish and bone. Mix that in nicely. Yeah, bloodfish and bone is really good for tomatoes. Good essential nutrients there. You know, nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, all that stuff. I'm also going to be adding some of these worm castings, which I've got here as well. Some, well, vermicompost. It's more vermicompost than worm castings, but I'm going to add a good bit of that in there as well. As I'm doing so, this worked really well last year. I added this with our tomatoes last year, and it seemed to do quite well. Give good results. We had good crop of tomatoes last year. In fact, we had a bombardment of tomatoes last year. We had a heck of a lot of tomatoes. So, the varieties I've got here, which I'm planting today, I've got some Shirley, and I've got some Sungold as well. Two really nice hybrid tomatoes if you like growing. I've got Shirley here. I'm going to plant the deeper one, I think, though. Yeah, it's quite a good size now, so we're actually going to remove these bottom leaves here, these two first set of leaves, and then we're going to be planting it as deep as possible. Some more castings and stuff in there. I'm going to be planting it as deep as possible because what happens with tomatoes is you get root formation all up and down this stem here. Where the hairs are on the stem, you get root formation. And this will give us a much stronger plant. Much better root system, so stronger plant. So yeah, burying it as deep as we can there. And that is that, it's as simple as that. There we have our first potted tomato plant of the season. And obviously I'll also cut off the side shoots as they appear so I can train it vertically. If any buds or flowers appear 2 weeks after this, I will pinch them off because I want the plant to establish first and produce a good root system before they start throwing out buds and flowers and fruit. You know, I don't want this plant to start producing fruits when it's still, you know, it's still only got a small root system. It won't be able to produce a good crop that way. So, and of course, not forgetting mulch. I always mulch my tomato plants with straw because it makes it much easier with watering. I found that I have quite a lot of problems with blossom end rot because of inconsistent watering. That's what it's caused by. It's actually caused by a calcium deficiency, because when tomatoes roots dry out in inconsistent watering, when they dry out, they start to die off, and that inhibits the plant's ability to access calcium in the soil. So rather than a deficiency of calcium in the soil, it's actually rather the plant's inability to access the calcium due to the roots dying off because of the lack of water. So to tackle this problem and to make watering more consistent, you know, so that the soil's not drying out as much, I apply straw, and that helps quite a lot. You can also use other things. You can use wood chips as long as you're not mixing them in, and you can also use grass clippings, you know, partly composted material. There's many things you can use as a mulch, but in these containers, mulching is a must. In fact, I even mulch my raised beds with tomatoes in as well, and I found that also helps reduce the risk of blossom end rot. So it is a common misconception amongst many people that, you know, adding calcium, eggshells, Epsom salts, magnesium salts, things like that to the soil will help with blossom end rot, and that's not the case. If you're not watering consistently, it doesn't matter how much calcium you're adding in there, it's still blossom end rot's still going to occur. So in fact, adding too much calcium can actually make the problem worse. Okay, so that was my little bit of gardening done for Naked Gardeners Day. A little bit discreet, I don't want to be exposing myself too much. It has taken a bit of balls to get this video done today. You know, it's a little bit more sensitive, so yeah, if you like the video, then, you know, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you can see when I upload new content. Usually not like this is something a little bit different, but usually it's gardening vlog related, and, you know, tips and advice and information that I have, really. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. I hope you all stay safe and enjoy Naked Gardeners Day.